Greetings and welcome to the virtual classes for the English literature of class 4th. Today we are going to start a new chapter, and that is chapter 11, Marie Curie. The renowned scientist conduct the research on radioactivity. She was the first woman to receive Nobel Prize as well as the first person and the only woman to win the Nobel Prize twice and the only person to win the Nobel Prize in two scientific fields, that is physics and chemistry. She was also the first woman to become a professor at the University of Paris. So, students, this was the short introduction about Marie Curie. Let's read in detail about her in this chapter. So, open your English literature book, chapter 11, page number 106, and follow me. So, let's begin. Marie Curie was born on 7th November 1867 in Warsaw, Poland. Marie was born as Maria Salomia Skolodowska. She was called Manya by her family members. Both her parents were teachers who instilled a love for science in her. Mary was a clever and hardworking student. She did very well in school. So, Marie Curie was born on 7th November 1867 and the place is Warsaw, Poland. Warsaw is the capital, Poland, and at the time of Marie's birth, Poland was not an independent country, and you can say that it wasn't a free country. Her full name was Marie Salomia Skolodowska, and her nickname was Manya. All the family members call her by this name only. Both her parents were teachers who instilled a love for science in her. Instill means to make somebody think or feel something. That is inculcate, you can say, implant, you can say. So her parents made her to love science. So they inculcate this feeling in her. And from childhood, she was a brilliant and hardworking student. Hardworking means dedicated or diligent student. So we can say that she was a very good student in school. Now come to the next para. It was a time when Poland was a part of the Russian Empire. Mary's family was in favor of Poland to be an independent country. This led to her father being fired by his Russian supervisors. When Mary was 10, her oldest sister died of typhus. 2 years later, her mother died of tuberculosis. It was a difficult time for Mary. So at that time, Poland was a part of Russian Empire and Mary's family was in Poland, that is an independent country, means a free country. Due to this reason, Maries got fired from the Russian supervisors. Supervisor means a person who is in charge and makes sure an activity or work is done properly. When Mary was 10 years old, her eldest sister died of typhus. Typhus is a kind of infectious disease caused by bacteria. And just after 2 years, her mother died of tuberculosis. So, tuberculosis is a serious disease that affects the lungs. So, it was a very hard time for Mary as she lost her sister and mother too. Being now moved to the next para. Being good at her studies, Mary wanted to continue her education. But young women in Poland did not go to universities during that time. The universities were only for men. Her sister Bronya was faced with the same problem, but Mary was headstrong in the face of difficulties. She decided to work as a tutor to support her sister complete her education. This allowed Bronya to go to France and study medicine in Paris. As I have told you in the beginning that Mary was a clever student, so she wanted to study further. But during that time, no young women were allowed to go to universities, and the universities were only for men. So it was men dominating society at that time, as we all know. Her another sister, Bronya, faced the same problem, but Mary was there is one word headstrong. So what does that word mean? Headstrong? Headstrong means willful, determined to have one's own way. So she was a strong girl and decided to face all the problems. So she became a tutor to support her sister in education. So by this, Bronya was able to go to France and study medicines in Paris. Now move to the next para. For the next few years, Mary worked to earn money for herself and Bronya. In the evenings, she read chemistry, physics, and mathematics textbooks. In November 1891, at the age of 24, Mary joined Bronya in Paris. There she studied chemistry, mathematics, and physics at the University of Paris. She also met Pierre Curie during this time. They got married and had their first daughter named Irene. So, for some years, Mary worked to gain money for her sister's education. In the evening time, she used to study physics, chemistry, maths. Later in November 1891, when she was 24 years old, she joined Bronya in Paris. There, she studied at the University of Paris, and the subjects were physics, chemistry, and maths. And there, she met Pierre Curie, and after they got married and had their first daughter, and the name of her daughter was RNA. Now comes the next para. Both Marie and Pierre Curie were completely dedicated towards their work, to their work. Dedicated means devoted, committed. At first, they worked on different projects. Marie was fascinated, means was very interested by the work of Henri Becquerel, a French physicist. So, physicist, a person who studies or is an expert in physics, who discovered that uranium projected rays. Marie started conducting her own experiments on uranium rays. Later, she decided to find other elements that had the same properties. In 1898, she came up with the term radioactivity to describe materials that had this property. Perry was so interested in Marie's research that he puts his work aside to assist her. Together, assist means to help. Together, they discovered a new radioactive element in 1898, which they called polonium. By the end of that year, they discovered a second radioactive element that they called radium. So, they both means Marie and Pierre were dedicated, means they were committed towards their work. In starting, they worked on different projects. Marie was fascinated, means very much interested. She was very much interested by the work of a French physicist. Physicist is a person specialized in the field of physics. So, Henri Becquerel introduced uranium projected rays. So, Marie started conducting experiments on her own on uranium rays. Later, she started finding the different elements by the same properties of uranium. Later, in 1898, she introduced a term that is radioactivity. To report the materials that had this property, and his husband Perry was interested so much that he got his all work aside and started to help her. After a while, they found a new radioactive in 1898 and named it polonium. At the end of the year, they found a second radioactive element and named it radium.